Moobot. Really?
Right.
Make
Take
sure.
two. Let's do it.
Reset the
6.
screen here. Huh? Oh, you had it muted?
It was the producer's fault.
Oh,
It
sorry
wasn't
about
muted.
that,
No, it
Carrot
was
Rope.
a wrong device. It was a wrong device.
Oh, wrong device. Okay, so sorry about that, Carrot Rope. We had a minor technical glitch, and if anyone else was there, I just know Carrot Rope tossed it out in the chat. So basically, this is picking up. Molfin is telling a story to the remnants of the town and the elves in the bottom floor of the inn. This is going to take place, and I will say, Mr. Producer, follow the flag. 4 very unique individuals have found themselves in a rather unique situation. Is everyone seated comfortably? Then, let our story be told. As the 4 of you... Actually, you know what? Just for everybody, do me a favor, roll a dexterity check for me. Let's see who wakes up first.
Oh, I'm great at this.
I got you.
Wait, check.
Oh, snap. Never
I
mind.
roll. Saving.
You just click, well, if your bonus is the same, yeah. Oh,
Okay.
okay. So, as we begin this, Wix, you slowly start to find yourself coming to consciousness. As you open your eyes,
Where am I? What's going on here?
as you look around the room, you see a couple of shreds of broken wood in the corner, a couple of rocks over in the far side, and a big heavy metal door about 15, 20 feet away from you. As you glance... What?
Impy, where are you?
Small little winged pink and reddish creature sort of crawls out from behind the small bed.
Where are we, Impy?
How the hell should I know? I was asleep on your back, and you're yelling and waking me up after I fell on the floor.
Well, Impy, there's a reason. I mean, we're in a place that this isn't where I went to sleep.
No, I don't think it is.
And as you're having this conversation, Lily, you start to hear voices, working on that right now. Lily, you start to hear small voices coming through a wall, and as you open your eyes, you find yourself on a strange straw sort of mattress. As you look around, you see much the same as the oops. Apparently the same as Sarah at the moment because GM forgot to give you sight. You see a stone room with a single torch lit, and actually it says you do have sight. Give me a second. Let me make sure I've got your token assigned to you.
Oh yay!
Is this a human thing?
Yeah, but Lily is not human. I didn't think.
Oh.
I am an elf.
Uh,
I have dark
I
vision.
apologize. Let's see.
Cool.
Oh, there we go. Select token. Oh, you had a different token.
Oh.
There we go. I had a different token when I dragged it over a moment ago. Can you see now?
No.
What?
Maybe I'm not maybe I'm not in the right location.
Shift ping. Oh,
I
shift
also
ping.
can't see anything.
Yay! Okay, I see. I see things now.
Okay. So, please bear with the DM.
How did my?
Searching get. Yeah, you had a different token. I can fix that in a few moments once.
Oh, okie dokie. Yeah, I filled her in with Diana's face until I made her one. Okay.
Okay, save changes. Now you should have vision. Then we'll shift ping you down to where you are.
I'm gonna refresh real quick.
Okay.
Vision.
So while Wix is refreshing, Lily, you are hearing what sounds to be two very sort of small voices through the next wall. Sounds like people, almost like they're bickering back and forth. Looking around, you see cobblestone floor, stone walls, and again, much the same, a large metal door.
Okay. Peculiar.
As you look towards the wall where you're hearing the voices and you look up towards the ceiling, you see there's about an 8 or a 9-inch gap between the walls on the sides. But as you look at the wall with the door, it goes straight floor to ceiling.
Okay. Can I do a perception check? Well, what am I perceiving? I don't know. Okay, that's cool.
Okay, as this is going down and Wix once more, you finally notice as Impy comes running around, sort of scampers across the floor and flies up to look at the metal door. And there's about a 1.5 to 2-inch wide slat that looks out, and you go,
A little bit of light over here. A couple of statues and dirt floor.
Should you see anybody?
No. No, nothing yet.
Can you get out there?
You don't feed me, but no, I'm not that small.
You useless imp!
at this point now, Dahlia, you start to come to consciousness. As you wake and start to look around, you're in a stone room with a single torch burning. Room is barren except for the straw mattress that you were left on. See, again, much as everyone else has, a large metal door. Nothing else within the room. You can hear, again, two sort of small voices off in the far distance, but you really can't tell what they're saying. And we can't tell what you're saying.
I've been there, sister. I understand you.
It's happens to one of us on every stream, it seems.
Yeah.
So as Sarah looks at this, what we'll do is while she's fixing our technical difficulty, we'll jump to the last of our awakening members here with Ormond. Ooh, Ormond, as you come to consciousness, half draped, half on the floor on this large straw mattress, you open your eyes and you see what appears to be a human skull staring you in the face.
Yar! Am I dead?
As you continue to look around, you see stone walls, a large rock in one section of the corner, and a large metal door.
Who put that there?
Sarah, do we have you back? Can see her looking. I don't think she can hear us yet, though. Oh, one of her mics lit up.
Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, it's a little delayed, but I got you that time. Oh, then we lost you again. Oh, and now you're back again. Every time we say we lost you, you come back.
Oh, I have a torch in my room, and that is good.
Yep, so you can see the room you're in. You don't see anything immediately that screams, hey, here's a way out, any of you.
Bummer.
And right now, the group of you can have heard off and on two sort of small voices, again, coming from the far right-hand side of the area. So, like, Lily, it sounds fairly close to you. Ormond, it sounds a little further away. And Dahlia, you're really straining, but you can hear something. So at this point, as you all are starting to come to consciousness and starting to move around, all of you hear something creep into the back of your mind.
Oh,
Oh
no.
no.
A deep voice billows through. You've all arrived. Today we're going to play a little game. There are 4 of you here. Well, 5 if you count the freeloader. And there are 4 paths to be traversed ahead of you. Each path has something you will need if you wish to leave this. Each path can be undertaken by one of you. You will have to decide how to proceed for each one of you. We have you, little one, making deals with dark creatures, seeking powers that ought not to be yours. And you, human, hero some say of you, monster slayer. There are those who call you murderer, as that werewolf you killed was someone's father. And you,
Dun!
cleric, healer helping the people. Do you think that makes up for all the things you've done? Privateer you called yourself. No. Pirate. And last but not least, you little thief. Did you think there would be no cost for what you stole? Your past always comes seeking you. We will see what happens when, if, all of you manage to make it through. And with that, as the voice disappears from your ears, the metal doors that were in front of you immediately drop and sink down into the ground.
I pull out my warhammer.
I go stealth.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
Okie dokie. Stealthy, stealthy, stealth, stealth, stealthy, stealthy, stealth.
Is that
Okay,
how
good to
being
know.
stealthy is?
So,
I'm stealthy too. Hold on.
Is there a
Ew.
shadow in my room?
there are a couple of small ones, yeah.
Can I go stand in a shadow and go invisible?
Sure.
Are you what?
Okay. Impy, I'm scared.
Who you calling a freeloader? Somebody else broke in here with us? I'm broke in. Ended up in here.
Wait, you broke in here? Hold on a second.
You know what I mean. We ended up in here. We're not supposed to be here.
Well, you can go out there and look. I'm gonna stay right here.
And actually, give me a second. You have control of Impy's token, right?
No.
Okay, give me a second. Let me fix that.
I have control of mine.
Okay,
wait.
try now.
I do
You should
now.
have- Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so Impy is yours to move as you guys see fit. What are you guys doing?
Impy's going out the room.
Okay, so you've dropped into a shadow. You've gone invisible. Dahlia and Lillian have both gone stealth. What are you doing, Mr. Ormond?
I'm gonna go up kind of beside the door and hover there, ready to bop somebody on the head. Kind of listen, see if I can hear anything going on.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Alrighty.
And each of you, as you start moving towards the door or as the doors open, you can see out there, there's light. Actually, can you guys see the light off the braziers?
I can't.
Okay, give me a second. Let me take them off the map layer. I was hoping if I put them on map, it would still work. Guess not. There. Oop, no, not is drawing. It's not drawing.
Oh,
There. Token.
hello.
I hear.
You're
hello.
good. I hear you. Yeah.
We got you. I'm just bopping these onto the token layer. As apparently when I put them on the map, it removes their light effect. Okay, are you able to see the light now, sir, or no?
If I move this way, yes.
Toward the light.
Okay. So there we go. So as you guys start sort of peeking your head around the door, you can see that there are 3 rather large lit braziers on the southern half of this large octagonal room. In the middle of the room, there are 2 metal suits of armor supporting a large stone table between them with 4 individual vials sitting on there.
Oh, nose.
On the back behind there, you see a large pillar made out of gray granite reaching up from the stone up and culminating at the top of the ceiling 25 feet above you. In the middle of said pillar, you see a face of a white skull with 2 horns reaching back and curling down.
Oh, Serenade, what is that thing?
Go ahead and make an Arcana check. No, you're not mute. We got you. I think somebody already answered that question, though.
Oh, my Arcana is awesome.
Oh.
It looks like a skull on a pillar.
Dang.
As Impy sort of flies in, he's seeing much the same. The ground is sort of a hard packed dirt. Go ahead and make a perception roll for Impy for me.
Okay.
We'll see, because right now the only one who's not stealthing has not come out of the room yet, and the other 2 are just sort of creeping by the door. So it
My
sees
roll
you, you
20
can.
is lagging.
No,
1 second.
yeah, no worries. Okay. So as Impy comes out, he does not see anyone. He still doesn't see anyone out there. He sees the table with the 4 vials on it. He sees the 2 suits of armor supporting the stone table, the braziers, and the pillar and the skull on it.
Okay. Is there any danger?
Now,
Ah,
now. If there was, I'd be back in there hiding with you.
Okay, I'm coming.
I love that relationship.
Hmm.
Now, for
Oh, no.
Dahlia and Lillian, you now see, and actually, let's go through real quick. We didn't do this at the beginning, and I'm just going to run across the bottom in order. Ormond, why don't you, or MG, tell us a little, tell us who Ormond is, like race, class, what are we looking at?
Totally. So, Ormond's a half elf. He probably leans a little more on the human-looking side. He's kind of got like a shaved head. He's got the characteristic ears, but he's a little bit more like sturdy than the elven lineage would contribute. Dresses a little bit like a seafaring kind of guy. Chainmail with a bit of like piratey kind of outfit. Like he looks like he could go away on a ship at any given notice. And the holy
Oh.
symbol of Talos around his neck.
Okay, and Stumpy, we'll ask you next about Wix and Impy.
All right. Wix is a 3'2" green goblin. He's got green eyes. He's pretty young, like 9 years old.
Just a little young.
He's wearing dark clothes with a hood, and he has an imp with him. That's relatively spooky, I guess.
Relatively spooky. It seems to be a little irritable.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and Sarah, why don't you tell us a little about Dahlia?
It's a human blood hunter, and she enjoys. And she's an urchin background, so she's used to getting dirty in the streets and stuff like that, and probably got it better.
Okay, perfect. And last but not least, we have Zos and Lillian.
Okay, so Lillian is a wood elf who is like dark hair, green eyes. She's kind of aloof. She's a rogue, so and her archetype is assassin, which is cool. And she is a little sneaky little thief sometimes, and was a Zentarum scout at one point. So tie-ins.
Okay, so as you guys poke around and start moving through, Dahlia, both Dahlia and Lillian, you notice this small imp sort of fluttering and looking around the room just outside of one of the doors.
Oh, hello, imp. Oh, I'm stealth. I don't want to give myself away. I don't care. I immediately regret that choice.
Oh, because you're walking closer out into a wide open space right now. So it's a little harder to be stealth as you're walking towards these 3 bright firelights.
Yeah, I agree, though.
Yeah.
I say hello, imp.
Who's there?
Yeah, and I
Human.
regret myself.
Hey, there's a human.
I just want to let you know I'm not invisible when I leave the shadow. I can only be invisible in shadows.
Oh, in shadow? Okay.
Yeah.
Then I
So
apologize.
It's all good.
There we go. Need to read up on the packs of the chain.
It's
Uh,
one of
Then
my
you also
invocations.
notice on top of that, you see the goblin, which the imp is retconned, sitting on his shoulder.
Oh, hi, Goblin. How are you?
Hi, who are you?
I don't know why we're here, but that was really creepy introduction from the dude.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
How did you become to be here? Do you remember?
Well, apparently I made a deal with a bad person, and
That's most unfortunate.
yeah. How about you? Why are you here?
Killed a werewolf.
That doesn't sound like a bad thing, but okay.
Ormond, Lillian, how are you guys?
I'm just observing.
And Ormond, what are you doing? Is you can hear this conversation going on right outside.
I'm gonna kind of actually head out through the door, and I'm gonna say, neither of you know what's going on either.
No, not really.
Not at all.
I was hoping
Nope,
to get
nothing
some
here.
answers. This place is
Perception on the
unsettling.
Stuff.
There's no smell of the sea.
Perhaps we should investigate that table thing over there.
Where did you come from?
Pay no mind. Pay no mind to the elf behind the screen. Just
Why are you doing that finger thing?
Yeah.
this is not the droid that you were looking for.
Oh,
Is that a wizard?
Deception.
And there's one lawsuit from LucasArts.
Oh, dang it. Okay, well,
The table and the armor.
perhaps we should. I don't know.
feel free. You first, ladies first.
No. You first. Because I don't
I'm
know
good.
whether or not that's trapped.
That's spooky. I don't want to go over there.
I don't suppose
come on,
any of
W.
you have heard any guidance on why we're here.
Apparently, we're being punished for our sins or whatever.
Oh, did someone come in and talk to all of you, or?
You didn't hear that voice in the back of your head? That was pretty creepy.
I assumed you 4 people were like the 4 people he was talking about.
You guys heard
Or
a voice?
3? I guess.
I'm certainly not the kind that hears voices.
You didn't hear that it was like a sort of arcane thing in the back of like telepathic.
You know what? I think this is a test. We should kill him.
Wait,
that.
the voice is
Yeah.
canon, right? Yeah.
He didn't get a voice.
I'm
So,
I'm here to save you.
You're
mean-
going to save us?
if 3 of us heard a voice and you didn't hear a voice, that's kind of suspicious.
No, I'm a holy man, and I hold up my holy symbol.
Oh, can I insight check him?
Sure.
Why you always lying? Oh my god.
What?
Go ahead and make your roll.
Aw.
I-
So close.
He seems he's a little hard to read, but you can tell he's a little shaken, probably due to waking up in this strange place. But he's definitely not being 100% straight with you.
Okay. Hey. Cleric dude, if that's what you are. Hey. Be honest.
Well, maybe I heard some kind of voice, but that doesn't say anything about me.
Okay.
So, what did the voice tell
Both
you all
of your
to do?
voices in your head doesn't make you
The
better
voice
than
told
them.
me that the first liar should be the one to go up and grab the bottles.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, that's what I heard too.
Yeah.
I look back and forth between everyone, and well, I'm never one to turn down a challenge. I'm gonna walk up and just randomly grab one of these vials.
Okay, so based on our rolls here, which one are you picking up there? 1, 2, 3, 4 across left to right.
I'm gonna grab number 2.
Okay. So, let's see here. I'm gonna grab and see if I get a little description here for you. Come on. Okay, where are we? Okay, perfect. And there is no description whatsoever. Oh, there it is. As you pick up this small flask and look at it, you see it is filled with a yellow fluid, streaked with black and swirls spinning through the bottle on its own.
Is there like a cork in there or anything? Or
Yeah, it's stoppered off. It's
cool. I'm gonna unstop it and take a whiff.
I double dog dare you to drink it.
I do too. I think it's a good idea.
As you're smelling it, you get it's a strange odor. It's not one you're familiar with, but it doesn't sound like it doesn't smell bad. It's just a little odd. And you are being chanted at in the chat, drink it down immediately, drink it quick, you're losing time.
I've had worse. I once drank out of someone's boot. The water had been fermenting in there for 3 months on the high seas, and I just kick it back.
Alrighty
That's
then.
not something you say on a first date. I'm just saying.
So, as you tip this back,
My character dies.
the first thing you notice is everybody seems to be moving a little slower. You feel energized. You feel like you could run for miles. Mechanically speaking, you are now under the effects of the haste spell for the next 1 minute.
I thought it was.
You're
On the-
Quicksilver.
On the downside, as you picked up the flask and chugged it, you notice 5 feet in front of you, the suit of armor's head crinks. And you hear the scraping of metal as it slowly turns, cocks its head, and looks at you.
Anyone else seeing this?
Well, that's not my problem.
There's nowhere to run. I think this is everyone's problem.
I'm stealthing again.
I'm gonna back
Okay.
away
Oh.
slowly.
As you guys turn, and some of you are starting to react and back away as you turn and look, Lillian's gone. You can find Lillian on Monday nights in Tomb of Annihilation now. Or, she might be on Inside Check's channel. We don't know. She's just gone. We lost her. Ormond, as you notice this head start to turn, you see one hand start to let go of the table.
Now, we don't have to be hasty about anything here.
Because you're hasted.
Got him.
That wasn't even on purpose. I'm gonna try to back away a little bit slowly from this thing.
Okay. You're leaving the other bottles where they are?
Yeah.
Statue move or should
As
is it moving towards us?
right now, all that you guys have seen is the head has turned from its position, standing arms forward like this, holding the table. The head's now crooked and looked at Ormond, and one of the hands has released its hold on the table, and the body is turned slightly towards Ormond. As you're
So
noticing,
the armor is holding the table up, so we might lose the potions if it drops.
yes, it's a sheet of stone across between the two.
Ooh.
And as
Run up
Ormond
and
takes a
grab a
step
potion.
back, the second statue's head, you can hear the grating as on metal as that head turns the opposite direction to look at you.
I would like to creep around while all of this is happening as make sense as it does with my stealth and nab potion.
Okay. You'll be able to stealth around so they don't notice you, but once you're there, it's a wide open space. Depending on how quick, well, actually, what's your movement?
35.
Yeah, so you could get around back to them before they drop the table and circle around behind them.
Okay, cool.
But it's once you're there and you reach out in between them, you're pretty much out in the open at that point. There's nowhere really to hide.
Can I make a sleight of hand?
Sure, go ahead and make a roll.
Yay!
Impy, go invisible and go take one of the potions quick before they take all of them.
I take. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I'll grab them all.
Okay, if he's sending Impy at the same time, both of you make a. You know what? Oh, bloody hell! Make an initiative roll for me for both. One for Impy and one for you.
Initiative.
And let's do. Yep, we're just going to see it based on how quick. Not bad. See how Impy does.
You guys will +3. Okay.
So we'll see how. He should have the little same initiative token in the corner, or you can just roll a d20 +3 if it's easier.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Did we just match?
Yep. So you go for all three, but Impy is there in time to grab one. So.
Okay. Number 4, mostly.
So one's down. You have 3 left. Well, you're grabbing 2 of them, so I'm gonna let Wix roll on this one. Or I should say there are 3 left, Wix. Which one are you sending Impy for? Or do you want to roll a die to decide?
The one in the middle.
Okay. So Impy comes back to you, and Lillian, you end up with the other 2 of these.
So that's number 1 and number 4?
You have 1 and 4, yes.
Awesome.
So let's see here. Jump back over. I should have kept my page open here. Okay, so starting with Wix, as Impy flies back over. Hey, here you go. She was quick, but not that quick.
Good job. And, you showed her.
As you're looking at this, you brings over. It is a wonderful. Where? There we go. It is a thick red liquid. As you sort of hold it up and twist it a little and move it around in the bottle, you see it sort of glimmers as it moves.
I'm just going to put it in my backpack.
For Lillian, you have found one of those. And then the other flask or vial you found was... there we go. Let's see here. As you're looking at this 4th one, it is a clear transparent liquid. Looks sort of like water. But as you're looking at it, there appears to be a sliver of some sort of nail in it.
Nail? Like fingernail? Or
like
nail?
Fingernail, yeah. Like fingernail, like a piece of a fingernail, but it looks to be a good, 4.5 or 5 inches.
Human girl, I have something for you.
And as you say that out loud, immediately you hear as a metal head turns and glares at you. As the table falls, I need you all to roll initiative. And actually, we're going to clear Lillian off there because that was to see who won that. So just do me a favor, make sure you click on your tokens before you actually roll your initiative. And Wix, don't forget to roll one for Impy as well.
I'm just gonna put these vials in my bag quickly.
Yeah, well, definitely just a free action for that.
Okay.
As this is happening, literally, you grab them, and as this head turns, you're literally
There they go. Into my purse.
Okay. And with that, that's what I forgot to do. This is, give me a second here. We are going to go. I don't know what this is, but it says D&D in the name, so we're going to give it a shot. Because I forgot to all the music on here, so.
This is spooky.
Okay. And with that, we start with Human Girl.
Girl.
Going to
You
cast
have just seen the statues had turned to look at Ormond as Lillian has called out to you and said, I have something for you. The table dropped and shattered on the ground as its head and gaze focused on her.
Human Girl is going to attack this one with Eldritch Blast.
Okay, go ahead and make your roll. That will definitely hit, so go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. And it's 2 bolts actually at my level.
Okay.
And 7, and
Ooh.
it's force damage, so it gets pushed back 10 feet.
And there's no save for that? Okay. So you put some serious pop on this one and send
Ooh,
him
get him. Pop him.
sliding back across the ground.
Ooh.
So there is your action, bonus or...
I'm going to do a 5-foot step back.
Okay. So as you step back and you find yourself and you bump into the brazier behind you, you can feel the heat licking up behind you from the lit coals. And that will bring us over to Lillian, who, Lillian, you have this void, empty suit of armor staring you in the face.
I sure as heck do. Let's see. I'll ooh, I'm gonna what am I gonna do? I'll let's just run away. And well, actually no. I will take my sword thing and stab him. My rapier.
Okay. Go ahead and roll away.
Okie dokie. I'm trying to figure out. I have to look in the handbook for something, but as a rogue, I have this ability called assassinate because I'm in the assassin path. But it's like it didn't.
Well,
It's like I gleaned over it, and it was like anything that hasn't taken its turn yet, like I would get an advantage on hitting.
Well, it doesn't matter. You crit immediately, so let me just take...
Cool.
Let me see here. I got a... Rogue is not my strong point, so you said you went down the assassin tree. Okay, in addition, yeah, so you have advantage on the attack roll. So, advantage gives you sneak attack, so you crit. So, roll your damage, and then...
What's my damage?
Well, just click on the word rapier. It'll do it for you, and it'll double it automatically.
Cuckoo.
Okay,
Hey.
well, okay, not great on the second roll, but now roll your sneak attack.
Okay, sneak attack. Wait, where's that?
If you didn't put it... Huh? Oh, if you didn't put it in there, sneak attack at 7th level is 4d6. It is doubled because it's a dice roll, so roll 8d6 for me.
Whoa.
8d6?
8d6, yeah, sneak attack's doubled.
Nice.
Keep on.
You're not wrong. As you jam your rapier straight through the chest plate of this magically enchanted armor, the armor just starts to fall apart as one arm falls off.
Yep.
the leg starts to break down, and then the helm just rolls onto the ground in front of you.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anything else you're doing? You staying where you are? You
Sure, let's stay where I am. I like where I am.
So that will bring us over to Impy.
From what I'm reading, he can't do anything.
He can take the help action, so like he could go over and set him up so somebody would get advantage on it.
Okay.
Things like that.
Okay.
There's not a whole lot the familiars can do in combat, though. Big one
Okay,
is the help
I'll,
action.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm just gonna-
oh wait, no.
Hmm?
Can he go invisible, or do I have to use my action to make him go invisible?
I'm not sure, so I'll say for this he can go invisible if you want him
Okay, yeah, he'll be invisible, but next to the person.
to. Okay. So that will bring us over to our cleric then.
Gonna sacred flame
Ooh.
him.
You are feeling very fast right now.
Yeah. Oh wow. All right. So I'll use one of my actions here to. Actually, wait. So can I do 2 cantrips if I have 2 actions?
Why not? I don't know, so sure.
Because there's like a rule, right? If you cast a second spell, it has to be a cantrip or something. But
Right, it's typically when you're casting spells without haste,
yeah.
if one like you can use your action to cast a spell, and you can use your bonus action to cast a spell, but one of them has to be a cantrip.
That's an interesting point.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, you know, I
Oh,
don't think I get it
actually,
because it says
arrow.
the action can only be used to attack, dash, disengage, blah blah blah. Alrighty.
Okay.
So I'm gonna sacred flame him first.
Okay.
which
So
I
that's going to
tried
require
to-
a save.
I don't know that it came through.
No, we haven't seen anything pop up yet.
Shoot. Whatever. It's a save DC 15.
Okay, and it's a dex save, right?
Yeah. I think.
That's a 17, so he's going to make it.
Alrighty. So that means that
Now, Sacred Flame, that's just a miss, right?
great question.
Yeah. I'll check it real quick. And so that's action. You've got bonus action and hasted left.
Yeah, so that's a miss.
Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna use my I'll use my movement to run up against this thing, and then I'll straight up attack it
Okay.
with my warhammer.
Let's go ahead and take a swing.
Did it.
And that is going to miss, unfortunately, as you bring the warhammer down. You hear as it scrapes across the armor.
What?
End of turn.
Okay, that'll bring us over to Wix, who has just sent his invisible minion over and just saw the big thing run over and swing a warhammer at it.
I'm gonna move forward, and I'm gonna double Eldritch Blast as well.
Okay, go ahead and make your roll.
And I have an invocation that allows me to add charisma to my damage for the Eldritch Blast.
You would.
So it's a handsome Eldritch Blast.
Yeah. And it's 2 blasts. And actually, I forgot I was supposed to have Sarah roll for a second one. So the first one misses. Go ahead and roll the second.
Both miss.
Both miss, unfortunately.
Shame.
One sort of flies in between where Impy and the armor is, and you hear,
Hey, watch it.
Ah, you watch it.
and then the other one goes in between Ormond and the armor.
I'm gonna back up.
Okay.
Close one.
And okay, so that's no bonus. You're all that ends Wix. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
So that'll bring us over to this suit of armor, who cannot see that Impy is there, so is going to turn to deal with the large person with the warhammer. Is going to make 2 slam attacks against you.
Oh,
First one's gonna hit.
Yeah.
Sorry, baby.
The second one is a 20.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. We
That's
have
funny, you guys.
11 damage on the first and 6 on the second. That is 17 damage.
All right, now I want to use my Wrath of the Storm, which when a creature hits me, I can use a reaction to force a dex saving throw and potentially hurt this guy.
Okay. And what's the DC on it? 15? Oh, doesn't matter.
Yeah. So this is 2d8 lightning damage.
Okay. So that's pretty good. So as he comes down and just 2 arms overhead slams down onto you as you fire off him. What does this look like as this lightning surges through him?
I guess I just sort of like hold my shield out and like give him like a "not this day" and then like blast some lightning.
Okay, so he sort of stumbles back a little bit and sort of rocks back and forth, but it's still on its feet. It's hard to tell what sort of conditions it's in, given it's a giant suit of armor.
I forgot that I have a Mystic Frenzy thing. That's part of my class. Oops.
Mystic Frenzy.
So I get to shoot as well as do a cantrip.
Oh, okay.
Electric blasted again. Nope.
Nope.
I'm gonna fire the second bolt then.
Oh yeah, because you were doing the 2, so yeah, go ahead and fire the second one.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, and then I'm gonna try to shoot it with my light crossbow.
And that'll hit. So go ahead and roll your damage. Okay. And how do you want to do this?
My crossbow arrow comes out, and it fires right into the center of its head, and this gaseous thing like comes out as a form, and it just like plunks down to the ground.
Ormond, you seem a little bewildered by this strange entity that appears to be inhabiting this armor that you've just witnessed pour out in front of you.
Such a thing didn't belong in this world.
And with that, you guys find yourselves out of initiative.
Cuckoo.
And once more, the group of you hear in the back of your heads. So you have passed your first test. The 4 doors behind you are all the separate paths you must take. Choose wisely.
One question, Mr. Voice from nowhere. Can you testing?
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
All right.
Do not open dialogue with the serial killer, man.
That hit the DC I had for it. As the group of you here. What?
Can Impy come with me down my lane, or is that against the rules?
The freeloader arrived with you. He can travel with you.
All right, thank you. That's all I wanted to ask.
Oh my
No hints, no asking for help or anything.
What? No. I don't need help.
Okay.
Oh,
So
thank
is-
you.
As you guys start looking around the room that you're in, I'm going to say, actually, is anyone proficient in Arcana? I'm assuming
I
Lex
am.
probably is.
Yes.
Okay, Wix, go ahead and make an Arcana check. Ormond, are you religion?
Yes, certainly am.
Make a religion check. Okay.
Ooh.
So, as you're looking at these doors and you all seem to sort of gaze and trying to decide which path you're interested in taking on. Wix, you actually start to recognize some of the symbols. Each door has a different symbol carved into the front of it. It looks drawn almost like somebody traced it with their hand, but it's carved into these heavy stone doors. The one furthest over on the left has a symbol you recognize. Oh, you still with us, Wix, or do we lose you?
I am in and out right now.
Oh, okay. In and out on Discord or just on Roll20?
On both. Roll20 or Discord's better now, I think.
Okay.
Roll20's still pretty bad.
Okay. Oh, as you're looking at this, you notice these from some different arcane rituals and things you've read in the past. The far left door has the elemental symbol for earth. The next door, fire. The third, air. And the fourth, water.
Ooh.
Heart.
There is no heart in this domain, unless you brought it with you.
Hey guys, all these doors are the elements.
And everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked?
Those
Mhm.
guys are assholes. I never understood that.
So, what is our...
Wait, did he tell us that these are elemental symbols?
Yeah, he just yelled out to the group that all the doors were the different elements.
Dibs on air.
Ah, dang it! That's the one I was gonna take. Hey, Impy,
Yeah.
by the way, this is telepathic. Impy, I think if anything bad happens, we should take out the rogue girl first.
As you hear in the back of your mind.
Doesn't bother me. Looks like might be a tasty one.
I mean,
Goblins eat people.
why do you want to eat people all the time?
I'm
Not a normal
fiend.
thing, Impy.
I'm a fiend. It's sort of what I do. You made the deal that got me here. You knew that I like to eat the people. It's not my fault. You ain't keeping up your end of the deal and giving me enough food.
Yeah, fine. Eat everything. Eat all you want.
Goblin, which door is water?
That one. I'm gonna point to the fire door.
I walk over to that one.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go to the water door.
Alrighty then.
Oh, by
So-
the way, Dahlia, here, and I hand her the red one. The red thing that I grabbed.
Thank you.
Okay, so that leaves you the
That one. Is that one
the
that
red
goes-
one that as you sort of move it around, it shimmers then, Dahlia. And Lillian, you have the clear translucent liquid with the like 4.5-inch nail
Yes.
piece in
Yeah, it looked interesting.
it. Okay.
It'd be a great story to tell.
And I drink mine.
You're drinking yours right now? Okay. As you unpop it and chug it down, doesn't have any effect on you.
Uh-oh.
And can I like do an Arcana check on the one I picked up?
Sure. Go ahead and make your Arcana roll.
May I also make an Arcana roll
Sure.
for
That's
mine?
bad.
Wix, you've got no idea. You know it's magic. And Lillian, you're not usually real great with magic, but you've stolen something like this before. And you remember that, there are clear liquids that have fingernails of giants in them that enhance your strength for a short while. You're pretty sure that's what you got in your hands.
hey, I have the little Super Mario mushroom. Cool.
And unfortunately, Wix, you've got no clue what you're holding.
Ah, it looks dangerous. I'm spooked. I'm gonna put it back in my backpack.
Okay, so we've got
Tell him the red one does nothing.
Okay. All right. I could break it then. There's really no reason. I'm gonna keep it anyway, but
I could break it, but I'm gonna keep it.
Okay, so as you all start heading towards the respective doors.
Where's the?
Yeah.
Where is? There's
As I
mine.
turn toward the fire door, I want to look over at the goblin and say, "Thank you, friend."
hold on a second. You're making me feel bad. Okay. I was sending you to the wrong door. Come to this door. This is the water door.
Oh.
Oh, you must have made a mistake before. It happens. to
Yeah.
all of us.
You know, I was pretty far away from the symbols at first. I couldn't read them correctly.
Oh. And in such situations as we're in, you know, it's the mind plays tricks on you.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Hey, Goblin, which door is the air door?
This one. I'm gonna point at the fire door.
Insight?
You can certainly try. I'm pretty sure he's gonna
Fire door!
go ahead and go ahead and make your. Oh yeah, he's 100% legit with you. He was trying to screw over. Actually, yeah, you think he just misread it?
You evil, evil
He's your best friend. He's being so honest and helpful.
You're too strong. I'm sorry.
So you got what you wanted in the end. That's cool. Okay. Alright. Which door is the fire door?
This one over here.
Okie dokie. Oh, cool. That was one that I went to in the first place anyways. So, four shot.
Which door's the air door again?
This one. The third door, so you're going down over here. That'll put a Wix and Impy up over that way. So, as you each start to take the steps through your respective doors, once more that voice billows out into your heads. In each hallway, you will find 2 chests. One item in each chest. When one is taken, the other is sealed. They may be of assistance on your journey.
Ooh.
Okay, Impy, here's what we're gonna do. You open that one, and I'll open this one. And we'll grab them at the exact same time.
And as you each step through, the stone doors immediately slam behind you.
Oh no.
Dope.
Good luck, friends.
You
Cutting
too.
off any retreat or recovery.
Oh, hooray.
Okay.
Imminent death. Imminent death.
So.
We're facing some imminent death.
As
See you later, guys.
Yeah.
But as you each start walking in, and let me see here. I gotta jump through and find my notes because I had 8,000 things wrote down about what was in these different spots. Okay. So, starting with, we'll just go from left to right. Dahlia, as you look into the 2 chests, you see one of them has a broom in it,
Ah,
and the other chest has what appears to be a pretty decent quality grappling hook on a length of chain. Looks to be about 25-30 feet. Lillian, as you look at between the two chests on your side, you see one of them looks to be a like a small decanter of water.
Okay.
The other chest, as you're looking into it, seems to. Hold on, I have a description for the other one.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure it was in here.
A description, and I get a broom.
That's. Oh, you can always make a roll. And so you see a decanter. One seems to have a decanter, and it seems to be full of water. And the other one, as you're looking at it, it's a small vial. And it seems to, as you sort of glance down at it, it looks like it has a cloud in it.
Ooh, cool.
Ooh.
Wix, as you are poking around in your room, you see one chest has another small vial in it. This one has a clear liquid that is actually at the top of the little flask